have returned. So, reminder. Last time ended at Vicar Amelia, and I touched this skull, which a note earlier said is Lawrence's skull. And again, Lawrence is the creator of the healing church. And some things are different. It's dark outside now. You can kinda tell. Hello! That it's a little darker now. So it's nighttime in the game. And yeah. Well, in between this stream and last stream, I did get some items that I missed in Hemwick. One of them was a Carol rune that I like. It's called Lake. A Carol rune that transcribes inhuman sounds. This transcription of the Great One's inhuman voices ripples like a watery reflection. This rune means lake, and those who memorize it enjoy reduced physical damage. Great volumes of water serve as a bulwark, guarding sleep, and an augur of the eldritch truth. Overcome this hindrance and seek what is yours. So that's something. I also noticed that I forgot to look at these lovely statues. Look at them, they're beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. How attractive and welcoming. Don't you think? Just beautiful. It was not spooky at all. Oh, I already read this. So, the altar's sacred covering was Lawrence's skull. Wonder if I can get this guy. Ooh, look! His thing is a little more sparkly than before, isn't it? I don't think it used to look like that. So the plan for today, I asked Brandon what he thought I should do, and he said definitely get the whirligig. He also wanted me to meet someone. Spoiler alert, one of the guys that he said is daddy. And then, he didn't have a whole lot else to say, so I just picked some things. And, please don't frenzy. Oh my god. I got dangerously close. No thank you. Look at, he's taking a nap. Sneeping. Sneeping. Okay, so, it's clearly darker. It's late enough for that guy to go to bed, apparently. So, I did get the Eye of a Blood Drunk Hunter. And if I recall, it said, a creature outside of Eden Chapel will whisk you away, or something like that, right? So let's see what that involves, shall we? No thank you. No thank you. Hey, do you want to see something beautiful and lovely, Nana? Beautiful and lovely. First of all, look at this guy's scythe. It's way cooler than it used to be. Why is your scythe glowing? Have you been imbued with the power of Kyrie? You have the power of God and anime on your side? Look at this guy. What's that he's got there? Ah! No thank you. No thank you. I'm just trying to get a good look, sir. Is his lantern covered in eyeballs now? Wow. Oh, thank you. Why does his attack go through his bud? That's not fair. That's cheating. You can't do that. That's cheating. Hello, you creature. Owie. Owie. Kill me! This is why I try to keep my insight low. Because insight does some weird stuff. So the only reason that I could see that he had eyeballs on his lantern and that he had different attacks is because my insight is over 15. That is something I noticed after I talked to Jura, is that normally when you get, what kind of guy was that? That's the same guy that I've been passing there. It's the same one. After I talked to Jura, normally when you get the powder keg badge, which is what he gives you, I was under the impression that that also gave you Jura's armor to buy in the insight shop. But that's actually not the case. And apparently you can only get Jura's armor from the insight shop when you kill him. So we might have to betray Jura at some point. What's up, fuckers? What is up, my dude? My guy? My bro? Hello? Oh, thank you. I can't believe that killed me. I really don't know how I was... Yeah, more eyeballs. More eyeballs. For some reason at this point in the night, the guy that's usually right here disappears. I think I know why, but it is kind of a weird decision. Well, this lady looks stressed out, doesn't she? What's up, everybody?
How did we ever get into this mess?
Everybody be losing their minds. Hi.
I'll spare you one nugget of advice. Beware the lady of the night. I can see it in her eyes. She deeply resents the young saint. She hears people whisper. She knows what people think of her. Yes. She despises the saint for having what she doesn't. Bloody wench, they should have moved her on ages ago.
God! You lived right next to her, you creature. Also, I just noticed that your face is fucked up. What's that about, huh? No. Maria is an esteemed lady. The lady of the night is Ariana.
Oh, hello. The whole town's turned, has it? Quite a big family now, aren't we? Though I'm afraid I seem to be the black sheep. Back
God.
from my blood, I presume.
I already have,
That's a pity.
I have Adela's
Anytime
blood, I
you
think. Right now. Yeah. Yeah, like a literal lady of the night, not like, a lady that goes out at night, or something more polite than that. Isn't there usually a guy right here? Okay. So, where do we think this creature is, huh? Where do you think I should go? Do you think, maybe it's over here? What's that? That's sparkly. What do you think that is? Oh, it's just a statue, huh? What's that scary face right there? Oh dear, what is that? Oh no! Oh dear! Oh my gosh! Whatever will I do?
Curse their fiends, their children too. And their children forever true.
Were you surprised? I bet you love that creature, huh? Well, this looks familiar. Except there's not a door back here. Said I was in the hunter's nightmare. I don't know why I'm acting like I don't know what's going on. So... No! Was this a door? Doesn't that open from this side? Dang it. So I'm pretty underleveled to be in here, I think. I think most people recommend... What happened to the spider lady? What spider lady? I think most people recommend you come here... like level 75 or above, I'm pretty sure. So I might die. But, you know. Shouldn't you guys be fighting? Yeah, okay. Don't pay attention to me. Old hunter gloves. Yes, Mr. Beast Cutter Hunter. Please leave me alone. I am no match for you! Oh, the voice and the spider thing are different entities, in fact. I am no match for the Beast Cutter Hunter guy. Please leave me alone. Well, he didn't pursue me that, What was I about to say? He didn't pursue me very stubbornly. Why did I heal? I don't know. Oh, hi-yo! Wow, you want to see something fucked up? Wow, what could be in there? Huh? What on earth is that? I don't want to know. Hi, doggo people. I am not interested. No, thank you. So isn't this exciting? What is he? They have a couple different names that they can go by. I think they're officially called Nightmare Executioners. But, ow. Ow. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to focus. 1 second. This looks like, that thing that I saw, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3. I will call him the big boy. Okay, that's fair. What's that thing, huh? Hi, dude. It's the Boomhammer Hunter! He has the biggest hat in the game! Hi. Hi. Excuse me. Excuse me. Coming through. Pardon me! That was not worth it! Ah! Did you just set off a bomb? No, I did not. Somebody else set off that bomb. Owie! No! Yeah, the guys near the Boomhammer Hunter, have timed Molotovs. And so, they go tick, 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 and eventually explode. So, that's okay. I kind of figured it would take a few tries to get over there. Yeah, I did get gangbanged. I didn't remember there being quite so many gunners. But, yeah, we can just try again. This time I won't, have to pick up all the items, so there's that. Gang bang. Hey, at least that counts towards my echoes, though. Owie. I don't know why I stopped. I really should not have. Hey! 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 Respect your elders! I don't know why I said that when they're called old hunters. Yep, you guys have fun with that. I'm not hanging around to find out, to be honest. Okay. Ding dong. Owie. Owie. Hi. Excuse me, sir. What is this place? It's called the Hunter's Nightmare. Boomhammer Hunter. I'm jealous of your big hat. Nope. Y'all are all bunched up over there. I don't know how I'm supposed to get by. Can I get by, please? Please, can I get by? Owie. Please, sir. Please, sir. Man! I don't know how... Well, I guess I could have gone around. I guess let's just try that next time. I just want the whirligig. And I also want to meet Simon. Because he's cool. And I like him. His armor set is really good, even though it's really ugly. It's called the Herald set. So basically, at some point, so when that thing grabbed me, you heard that lady saying, "Curse the fiends, their children too." That's basically referencing that hunters are cursed. So at some point, some hunters did some very morally questionable stuff, and every hunter ever basically got cursed after that. So when a hunter inevitably becomes hey naughty doggos, be gone. Basically, when a hunter becomes blood drunk, or there's a bunch of other ways you can come to the nightmare. I think when you die, you also come here. If you're not a dreaming hunter. Man, am I sick of doing this. The guns specifically are really annoying. Ow. In my opinion. Onion. Ow. Nope. Sorry, excuse me. I'm going through, whether you like it or not. What was I saying? Is there a way down from here? No. Yeah, why would there be, huh? Okay, all of you come here and get out of the way, please. Because that was kind of the issue last time. Ow! Boomhammer hurts! Hi. Oh, come on! Just get out of the way! God, I'm struggling. God! Ow. God. I'm just trying to get through this fucking place. This is a goddamn nightmare. God. Okay. Man, am I underleveled. That barely killed him. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to get by that gunner. What do we think would be good? Just running is the answer. Hello. Okay. So. Anyway, so somebody put a curse on all hunters. So when you get blood drunk and, like, when you die, I think, you, just go to the hunter's nightmare instead of, like, any other kind of afterlife. And, you are in a hunt forever.
You're a hunter with your sanity, aren't you? Must have taken a wrong turn then, eh? Well, we're more alike than you think. This is the hunter's nightmare, where hunters end up when drunk with blood. You've seen them before. Aimless, wandering hunters slavering like beasts. This is what the poor fools have to look forward to. So, don't be brash. Turn back before it's too late. Unless you've something of an interest in nightmares.
Sure.
Oh yes, I see. You sense a secret within the nightmare and cannot bear to leave it be. As if the spirit of Bergenworth lives on within you. Such inquisitive hunters will relish the nightmare. But beware. Secrets are secrets for a reason, and some do not wish to see them uncovered. Especially when the secrets are particularly unseemly. Beware. Especially when...
So this is the guy that has the bow. I don't know if you can see it on him or not. I never noticed he has a mustache. You have to kill him or get far enough in the DLC story to actually get the bow, though, and it scales off of blood tinge, and my blood tinge is not very good. Yeah, I only have a 6. So, not really worth it for me to try to get, but I do like the concept of it. It's pretty cool in that way. His voice sounds familiar. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if he's been in some other games or what, but he does sound familiar. Okay, so there's a guy here. Hello, guy here. No. I don't want to deal with a blood licker. Hey, Nana, don't you like these giant mosquito guys? Aren't they, funky, fresh, and cute? Hello? Please, do not mind me, you creatures. Do not mind me. I am just on my way doing my own things. Hi, doggy. Be good, doggy, please. God. You're angry about the mosquitoes. Angry. There's a guy here. that often gives me some trouble. I don't know where he comes out from. There's a hostile carrion crow over there, which means I have no interest in him. Non-hostile boys only. Ah, he's got a beast cutter. Go! I see the whirligig. I'm on my way. I do not want to fight this red-eyed hunter over there, so I will not go that way. Because red-eyed hunters are a pain in the butt. Pain in my tuchus. I see you there. I also see you there. Oh god. Oh god! Ah! I'm in danger. I sure am. Ah! That was genuine fear. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. That was another nightmare executioner, but he had a church cannon. I wonder if he'll give me a chunk. Chunk? Yeah! I can upgrade my holy blade again. Look at this asshole. Hey dude. Hey dude. You've got a big hat, so for that I will respect you a little bit, but, you know. I don't know what that item is, but I want it. Ah! Ugh. You call Panther chunk? Unsurprising. Because he is a chunk. Whirligig! I see it! Ah! I forgot about that! Okay, well, I am alive. I guess I could leave, huh? I mean, I guess I could. It is, in fact, called a whirligig. Whirligig saw. A trick weapon crafted by the workshop heretics, the powder kegs, and weapon of choice for the old hunter Valtr the Beast Eater. This weapon pummels beasts in its mace form, but its true strength lies in its attached mechanical saws. These discs, lined with serrated teeth, spin rapidly, thrashing the flesh of beasts into fine shreds. It's dope and I love it. Holy crap, my heart is pounding. Okay. There's one more thing I wanted to get. And then, I think I'm gonna bold Hunter's Mark out. Hello. Ah! More cannon! Yeah, okay. That's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Whew. Well, maybe if Panther wasn't a chunk, he wouldn't respond to people calling him a chunk. 'Cause he is a chunk, and he's got a stubby little tail. Let's look at this beautiful scenery, shall we? Wow. Ooh. What's this? Wow. Lovely. It's beautiful here. Is there sweet cheese? Okay. I could try to kill this thing. Shall we? Shall we give it a go? Oh my god. Sayonara. It was nice of you to give me a shot. Sorry, dude. This one little dude here that just like pitifully pounds on the door. It's just like a little FromSoft. A little FromSoft bit of pity. They're like, here. I know that you are going to suffer to the boss that is through here. So why don't you take a little treat? Just a little treat. 5 blood vials every time you kill this guy. How about it? Shall I try again? Man, that did nothing to him, though. Maybe he's more weak to bolts. Ah, hello! The answer is no! Excuse me, sir. The answer is no. I don't think he is more weak to bolt than anything else. I don't know why I bold hunters marked, to be honest. I don't need to. I didn't have that many echoes, so it wouldn't have mattered. He's like a fugly Cthulhu dude. That is what he is. Yeah, that's accurate. Okay, so we got the whirligig. That was all I really wanted from here because there's no way in heck that I can kill the boss in the next area. And I can't fight any, or the other boss that I have access to there. Because you have to do something else first. So, let's upgrade my whirligig. And maybe try it out, I guess? Yeet. What? Yes. No! I do not have sufficient echoes. Sad. Creature. Did you hear him? He screamed. So what else? I want to do the Canehurst Bud. Hey, hey, creature. My cat is being a little creature. Stop that. We weren't gonna go to the lecture hall, so I could just go to the lecture hall. I mean, can't wait to see who. Who are we talking about? Frisky? He's a creature. A little guy. A little lad. A boy. He sees a bug, I think. Bubby. Bubby. Friskito. Friskito implies that there is a larger Frisk. Friskito. Friskito the mosquito. Creature. So, I guess I'm going a little out of order because I want Brandon to be here when we meet the guy And so, I'm gonna go get access to the lecture hall instead. Oh! I was under the impression any door would work, but apparently that's not correct. Let's try some other doors, I guess.
Stop. You stop right there. Not an inch closer.
Or else what? Huh?
Stop.
Okay. I really thought any door would work. It's uncommon for me to have my info wrong, so I'm not sure where to go from here. I guess let's try some other doors. I'll take that. Can we just break down the door? There are some random people that will get mad at you if you try to attack doors. Like, Yosefka does that. She gets upset if you attack the door. Well, if you're gonna come attack me, then attack me. God. Toot, 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 toot. Hello. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. Ah! Serpentine. Okay. Let's see if these ladies are still with it.
Poor you. Poor you.
I'm kind of jealous that somebody got paid to do that, because I feel like I just sound like that anyway. This is where we were in D&D yesterday. See, here's the fountain. Has the little Goyle returned? Nope. I don't know why I thought she would, since she's fucking dead. I don't know why there's always a skull in those barrels. It's kind of suspicious. Oh, okay. I don't really know what to say to that. Well, now I don't know what door to go to. I thought any door would work, but apparently that's not the case, and I'm not sure where to go to get into the lecture hall. I know that those, I can go to the door I usually go to, I guess. Sorry, doggo. Sorry, other doggo. Well, I don't know why I'm going over here. She's not even in there. So I guess let's just head back. Maybe we can talk to Gilbert. Maybe Gilbert will say something different. But if only that one door works. I know for a fact that that's not the case. But maybe I have to go into the... No, that doesn't make sense either. Yeah, I really don't know. Gilberto?
Have I heard of Bergenworth? Afraid I can't say that I have. The locals aren't apt to share any local history. I'm afraid I may not be of help for much longer. And...
God! But Gilbert is my friend. What will I do without Gilbert to help me? I clearly have no idea what I'm fucking doing. Okay, so I have some blood echoes now. I guess we could bump up my whirligig, since I have that now. Whirligig. Whirligig. Whirligig! Yeah, I can only get it to a +4 right now. But, that's okay. This is my whirligig. It's my pride and joy. I guess let's go... I guess the Grand Cathedral is a little easier to get to. So if... I'm gonna go check those two doors, to the side of the Grand Cathedral. If neither of those has the guy in it, because I was under the impression that every door worked at this point in the game, then I think it's that you have to step into the next area and then any door will work. And so we'll just go on our way to Bergenworth if these doors don't have an answer for us. Ow. Hello! Yeet. Whirligig is very good. He's very nice. Very nice. I love Whirligig. Okay. Hello? Are there any spoods hiding in here? I don't think she's doing so well. Let's check this door. It sounds like my saw. Okay, I guess we need to go to Bergenworth then. Or at least, like, head into that next area. Should have just gone there to begin with. I don't know why I didn't. That's okay, though. I am very happy to have my whirligig. It is whirly and a gig. Whirligig. Hello? Excuse me. I'm gonna get shot. Oh, guess not. That one gunner didn't shoot at me. Oh, he only just now got into position. Okay, so... There's gonna be a bunch of guys down here. Owie. Owie. I got destroyed! That way is much faster to go, but it's also, it might be a little inconvenient since there are so many guys there. Just a little bit, and then you also, wait, that's not the right way, is it? Oh, I went that way because I don't want to get my brain sucked out. That would do it. Hi. Excuse me, sir. Well, yeah, I know, right? It's not nice to point. Didn't your mother ever tell you that? You're gonna wake up the church giants, you creatures. Creatures? Hey, mister. Can I go around? Excuse me, sir. I wonder if I walk very slowly if the brain sucker won't notice me. I'm not here. He didn't see me. Nice. Where's my bud? My best bud that is totally not sus at all.
Oh,
Oh.
good to see you safe. Now, let's think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest.
I'm pretty sure they don't have eyes, now that I think about it.
Byrgenwerth is an old place of learning, and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Byrgenwerth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Byrgenwerth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Byrgenwerth forbidden ground.
Fuck the
It's
church.
unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate. Ah, there's something I want to tell you. A bit of wisdom from the eminent master Logarius.
My favorite guy.
Once, a scholar betrayed his fellows at Byrgenwerth and brought forbidden blood back with him to Canehurst Castle. It was there that the first of the inhuman Vile Bloods was born. The Vile Bloods are fiendish creatures who threaten the purity of the Church's blood healing. The ruler of the Vile Bloods is still alive today. And so, to honor my master's wishes, I search for the path to Canehurst Castle.
God.
I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood...
Yeah. Woo! The password.
The password.
My whirligig is in the way. That's spooky. Brandon better hurry up and get here. Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, I think you can't meet that guy until you're halfway through this area. So maybe he'll be fine, actually. The fancy skeleton was already dead. Well, to be fair, he did just ask me what the password is. I see you over there. Okay, yeah. I always want to use the sustained saw, but it's not very good for attacking. What are we even gonna do with just oil? That guy just died. How are you gonna burn me with just oil, my dude, my guy? My bud. Okay, so there's an executioner in here. If I recall correctly. I suck at dodging. Madman's knowledge is always good. Is that a horse? Rip horsey. Rest in pepperoni. I don't know why I can't stand to just use whatever weapon. I always have to use whatever something is weak to. Or I'm being inefficient. And I feel bad. He's in here. Oh, hi. No, not you. I was talking about this guy. He's in here. There he is. I see him. That's Brennan's favorite character. The guy that he considers to be the most daddy. I forgot there was a gunman. It is my Pokemon training. It's super effective. I'm not cursed. How dare you? Rude. Were you not watching? He's in the windmill. In there. I always forget about that. Every single time. God. Owie. There used to be, I don't know if there still is, I guess. Maybe there is. God. There used to be a way to, like, skip most of this area by jumping up here, but I don't really know how to do it. Yeah. I don't know. Doesn't matter that much. It's a damn curse. It is a damn curse. Oh no, whatever will we do? I'm blending in. Owie. Do I say owie every single time I get hit? Why do I do that? Why am I like this? Ugh, my eyeball is itchy. So... I think... Should I... No! I guess I said I was gonna do it. I don't really... Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to ask your opinions on stuff when you don't know what's going on. That's a lot of dogs. Sorry, creature. My apologies. Blah. Blue elixir. That's cool. I thought the only way you could get that was from Yosefka. Guess not. So now, yes, hello. Doot 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 doot. I feel like I'm a little too cheerful for the aesthetic of this game. White church stuff. Oh, for heaven's sake. There we go. Okay. And then there's a kidnapper over here. Oh, more dogs! Fucking dogs! Dogs in video games are the worst. I love dogs in real life. Dogs in video games are like the most unbearable thing. Cause they're always super fast. And they just fucking neum around the whole time. And you're like, ah, where'd the dog go? Doggo is like, hello, yes, I have come to murder you. Yeah. Only sometimes they are cute. Well, at least I'm getting a lot of twin stone shards so I can get my whirligig up to snuff. How do I get in here? Oh, right here. I knew that. Ooh! Ooh! Wait, how do I... No! Suffering! Fine! God! Suffering. This is a damn curse. It's a damn curse! I swear to God that is the most used line in this game. Cause I don't have the arcane stat to use it. It's basically like a radial Fusroda. So you can just like blast enemies away from you. Now this is very helpful. And so I'm sad that I can't use it. I only need 3 more levels in arcane though. I usually really struggle to get this stupid Molotov guy. proceeds to not struggle. That is how you do, I guess. Don't really know what to say besides that. He never like lands somewhere where I can actually get him either. Like a butthead. Aren't you lovely? I feel like the crawling corpses are just super gross, and I really don't like them. I do not. I sure don't. Leave me alone, you creature. Ooh. He's making you work for it. God. Got some Bungeon's blood cocktails. I don't even remember. Okay, yeah. That's kind of a shortcut, I guess. Kind of. Owie, no! There's a gunner, where? Fine. Ow. Oof, ouch, owie. Why do people say ow when they get hit in video games? Like, it's not like it really hurts, so why do you say it, you know? I don't really understand. Is there a way to get into this house? Water break! Excuse me, Mr. Guy with a cannon. I'm taking a hydration break. It's like 90 fucking degrees out, and I need water. So can you please give me a break? God. Yeah, they could be. I honestly don't know. Item. Hello? Wow! Why are we yelling? Ow. God! What is that noise? Hey Nana, would you mind texting Brandon and asking him, if he's still planning to come? Just 'cause I don't wanna do certain things without him, 'cause he's really excited. Oh my god, okay. Gosh. Note to self. Cannon is not for fucking around. God. Whew, this is stressful. You know, it's funny, 30,000 blood echoes used to seem like so much, but now I'm just like, 30,000. That's okay. It's okay. It's just okay, though. It's dark and spooky in here. That guy looks very suspicious, don't you think? He seems very dangerous. Even though he's just a guy in a windmill. Very suspicious. A suspicious man. I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh, he saw me. Does this look daddy to you? No, that is not daddy, that's Cobra Jim. Okay, cool. Then, we should be just about ready. I guess... I have to ask Brandon what he thinks I should do in this situation. Because I think he would have thoughts. Hello, Cobra Jim! Oop. I don't know why we started calling him Cobra Jim. But, that is his name. Cobra Jim. That enemy type is called Cobra Jim. And nobody can tell me otherwise. Doot, 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 doot. I don't think those are even cobras. Because cobras have, like, the neck flaps, right? Like an arbok. It's kind of sad that that's my only point of reference. Doot, doot, doot. Pointedly doesn't look that way. Well, now we can go back to the dream. So I guess let's do that. Because I can level up a few times. I'm not gonna king shame Brandy, no. Yeah, that's what it is. They like flaps. Flappy flaps. Snake flaps. Why does that sound so weird? Hello.
Welcome home. What is it you desire? Very well. Let
Hey,
me
Bob.
stand close.
Hey, Bob. Should I boost my arcane so I can use the... Beast Roar? Because I need, my arcane to be 20 for... Tiny to Nitrous, I think. I'll put it in a strength. I'm not
Farewell, good
feeling
hunter.
super like I need Beast Roar, although it is helpful for the next boss battle. Look, I got the whirligig! There was a lot of screaming involved. Oh, dang it. No, I don't have enough. I could squish. I could squish one. That should be enough, right? We encountered our first Cobra Jim, Brandino. Dang it. Wait, what is the issue? Oh, I don't have enough chunks. No, I crushed it for no reason. God. Well, maybe I could repair it, I guess. He didn't. I don't think either of them touched me. Pretty sure. But, we can go meet your papa now. your man, the manliest of men. My dude, my guy. I love him. Okay, Nana. It's time. It is time to introduce the Bloodborne daddy. Are we prepared? Oh, I forgot about you again. Can you please just hit him? God. Thank you. Let's see if there's anything back here. Ooh. Hello. Antidote. Here he is. Look at that handsome face. Wow. Very handsome. 10 out of 10. He's even got a cane. Wow. What's that you've got, huh? What is that even? Is that just a monocular like I have? I honestly can't tell. Hey Valtr, my dude.
Ah, a new face, are you?
God, his
And
voice!
an accomplished hunter, it would appear. I am Valtr, master of the League. Members
How
of the
dare
League
you?
cleanse the streets of all the filth that's spread about during the hunt. Like any half-decent hunter ought to, you know? You've seen enough of these wretched beasts, freakish slugs and mad doctors. Sentence these fiends to death with the help of your League confederates. What do you say? Why not join the League?
Hell yeah!
Yes, as a hunter well should. Commit the start. Our own Carol rune, symbol of the League.
Yeah, his voice is really good. The voice acting is really impressive. Like, when he first, like, greets you, he's like, oh, hello there, and then, like, by the time he's talking about fucking vermin, he sounds half insane. It's like, dude.
The night brims with defiled scum and is permeated by their rotten stench. Just think, now you're all set to hunt and kill to your heart's content. Hunt in cooperation with your fellows, your League confederates.
Yeah, okay, Valtr. I mean, I need the Carol rune on to be able to summon the younger Madara's twin, right? Which is worthwhile because Shadows is a shitty boss fight. It's garbage and I hate it. Oh, I thought it was Corruption. Corruption is the Gainhurst one, isn't it? Okay. So, here's the question, Brandino. What should I do with, Rubber Armstrong? Rubber Arms Armstrong. Should I send him... I'm not sending him to the chapel. You can't make me do that. But should I fight him or should I send him to Yosefka? Wrong headstone. Yosefka. Why is that fun to say? Yosefka. Yeah, you might think that. Okay, if I'm gonna fight him, which I don't really want to. I'm gonna go get the other elevator first. Actually, I'm probably gonna just fight shadows first. Well, yeah, I don't know. But I haven't sent anyone else to the clinic, so, like, there's no way to demonstrate what happens to people who go there if I fight him. And also, he's my favorite, or my least favorite thing to fight. Ah. Ah. Have I convinced you or no? Do I just sound like I'm chickening out? Hello, Cobra Jim! Yeah, I'm not doing that. Why would I go through all of the Chalice dungeons just to fight Abhorrent Beast? I'm not doing that. You can forget about it. Creature. Do do do. I guess, I'll send him to the clinic and then I'll just send Nan, like, a video of what happens if you fight him instead, I guess. How's that? Although I do have my whirligig. Poison knives. You, what are you doing there, bud? Are you, perhaps consuming that child?
Whoa! Blimey, don't scare me like that. On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly normal. Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along. Well, if you're a hunter, then would you know of any safe havens?
God!
Well, I'll be. Thank you. It's about time I made a move. I can't very well stay out on my own.
Of course!
Well, you give me hope. Terribly kind of you.
Yep, she'll take good care of you.
It's all I can offer us, thanks.
Mm-hmm. You seem like a nice, trustworthy guy that gave me a blood cocktail for helping you.
Thank you. It's about time I made a move. I can't very well stay.
Yep. Right, exactly. I mean, psh, what a terrible thing to condemn you to, staying out by yourself. Really seems like you could use the help. Yep. That's a reasonable thing. Okay. I want that. This is what Brandon used for his gun. Cannon! It's just a free-range Victorian orphan. God! Are these scarecrows, or do you think these are like people they've killed? They're like, don't come here, do not do it. Okay, so I want to get Dissipating Lake, I think is the rune, before I try to go to the clinic. Poor Oliver Twist. Is it Dissipating Lake or is it... I don't remember. It's one of the lake runes. Hi. Snick. Shiny coins. Is it, Bolt that the giant snake things are weak to, or is it Arcane? He did not seem super weak to that. Yeah, he seemed pretty weak, actually. So I'll try to get that. If I blow it, I blow it. That didn't go so bad. Snakes don't like lightning, apparently. Ah, dang it. That's a lot of snakes. I thought I could, yeah, I mean, I'm sure my thought process was pretty obvious. Whew. Oh well. That's okay. It is natural to die. Hydration break! Everybody drinks Yawawa. I don't know, is this a joke? You know I love shitty puns. I'm just hoping this is a joke and that you aren't just like stringing me along. Hi, Cobra Jim. My bud. My guy. My dude. My Cobra Jim. I don't know why I keep doing it too early. Okay. Fine, God. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the punchline. Tell me the punchline. Oh, hi, bud. I didn't see you there. Man, it was right there. I should have just grabbed it. Why do I sound so gremlin when I get frustrated? Brandon has abandoned us. He cares not for us. Valtr, I'm struggling.
No, there is one thing you must know. By the oath of the League, those who bear its rune will see vermin. Vermin writhe deep within all filth and are the root of man's impurity. All vermin are to be crushed. The League exists to expunge all vermin, ridding us of any trace of human corruption. And so, until we are rid of all vermin, you must continue to hunt and kill. This bloody fate is ours alone. Do not expect the world to grasp our work. But remember, the Confederates will always have my blessing. And each other. Always.
Hell yeah. So you say, Brandon. So you say, and have said many times. I want poison resistance in case that wasn't obvious. The butcher set is pretty good for poison. Weird how that works. Since I'm pretty sure the Madara's twin wears the butcher outfit. That your internet is too bad to watch the stream! Valtr is a handsome lad. Like, underneath the bucket, he is actually pretty handsome. Also. He's got, like, flowing, lovely blonde hair. Poison resistance should help me, I hope. If not, I might cry out of frustration. But only a little bit. Only a little bit of frustration crying. Hello, big snake. Oh, how is she? I miss her. And he's got my echoes. God. I forgot to put antidotes in my hotbar. God. Oh, she's running. Did she at least say hi or what? God. I understand why it's here. I just wish it wasn't. Oh, okay. Well, that's understandable, I guess. Yeah, wait, what? Oh. I almost cried a little bit. There we go. That better be the one that I was thinking of. It's not! I'm so disappointed. Well, now I'm just annoyed. Hello, snake. Fuck you, big snake. Cobra Jim! Hello, Cobra Jim. Oh, well, I found the Madara's twin. She's too quick, like Stanek. Yeah. She's a speedy lady. A speedy lady. I keep telling her she should stop running because she's too old for it. No offense to her, but her knees aren't very good and she keeps freaking doing it. She drives me nuts! When your mother won't listen to you. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic, he can really move. Sonic, he's got an attitude. God, where did that even come from? He's the fastest thing alive. Maybe she could try swimming. Yeah, she could, but she's too fucking stubborn. I don't want to sound like I'm mad with her for that. I'm not. I just wish she would stop being like, why do my knees hurt? And then keep running. Like, you're driving me insane. You know why your knees hurt. I don't understand. She is a creature. Okay. I just wanted some blood vials, you douche. You douche canoe? Yeah. Moms are creatures. Let's just say that. Creatures. All of them. This is pretty. I thought it was over here. Oh, it is over here. What's funny is I didn't even mean to do that. I just meant to do a normal charge attack. I'm kind of amazed that I don't get lost more. Okay, I don't have that many echoes. Oh, I wanted the... I was gonna go get the Canehurst summons. That was why I wanted the poison rune. I don't remember how to get the poison one though. I guess let's go. Should I go to Bergenworth or the clinic, Brandon? Cobra Jim is back in town. Isn't it kind of early to go to Bergenworth? Brandon really likes Bergenworth. Well, after that, irreversible things happen. Do you not recall this? Why am I going this way? Oh wait, this way actually does make more sense, doesn't it? This is a damn curse. Also, I'll have to live with that one noise for fucking ever. That's your favorite part of the game? This is certainly not mine. I like the early game. Certainly my preferred time, I guess I would say. Why are you following me? Go away! Brandon tends to be ominous. Grab it. Oh no, whatever will I do? I fell into a hole with some birdies. Just some antidotes, huh? What are these like? Oh, it's not that the ground is shiny, it's that there's fire. Would you say Bergenworth has inspired anything in your campaign, Brandon? Philosophically? What does that mean? Elaborate. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. But okay. I don't remember where you get the poison rune, and I really want it. Cause poison is annoying. Poison is annoying. There's a lot of beast blood pellets in here. Okay. Is that not what inspired means? Creature. Okay. So that's where you fall in. How do you get to the... The little shortcut from here. What does that mean? I can't even see what that emoji is. This rotten cheese. God! Why is he rotten cheese? Why do you keep calling him rotten cheese? He's just a baby boy. You're rude and disrespectful of your own son. God. Wait, I was just here. How did I manage that? God. Hello, doggies. Okay, there's a pretty good likelihood that I'll die, so I guess I should go back and level up first, huh? Or should I? I think it'll be fine if I just run through. Frisk is cuter than that cheese. Brennan, you're a creature. Stop it. This place is kind of yucky. Kinda yucky. Okay, so if I recall... snakes? What are we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about. Yeah, that was a lot less dangerous than I thought it would be. Look at all these bodies. It's a lot of bodies. That is a lot of bodies. Concern. Hey, look where we ended up! Doesn't this look familiar? Wow, that's pretty. The moon is very bright. Eh. Doesn't this look familiar? Look at where we are. Central Yharnam. Why? Rude. What do you know about city planning, huh? You creature? There, that wasn't so bad.
Welcome. Oh, what is it? Very well,
Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes. Would allow city snake men to exist underneath a major metropolis. It's implied that they're doing, like, vigilante research
Farewell, good hunter.
into the plague in that city. And it's not a village of snake men. It's a village of beast men. You creature. Wow. I don't know what that was, so don't ask. Best that you don't. Ooh. I'll take that. It's hot. Does a city of snake men exist underneath a major metropolis in Cascade? I was unaware of this. Let's go talk to our good buddy Yosefka. I don't understand what's happening in D&D right now. I'm sleepy. Now that I think about it, I didn't go to bed until like 5 something this morning. And then I got up at like 11, I think. So.
Oh, hello. You're all right. Very good. He's safe with me now. I presume you're to thank? The treatment is going well. Stabilized, for the most part. Fascinating, really. Here you are, as promised.
Just got some insight.
Oh, thank goodness you came. Be a dear. Find me some more.
Concern. Is Nana still here? It says there's only one person watching. Oh. Well, what do you think? Does she seem nicer? She wasn't mean to us before anyway. How can you be nicer if you're not mean in the first place? You think she's evil, but why? She hasn't done anything. I mean, you don't know. What has she done to make you think she's evil? I mean, she gave us lots of blood vials, and she said nice things to us before Father Gascoigne, remember? What? It didn't change. Why would you say that? How do you know? What proof do you have that she's anything other than a nice doctor lady?
Oh, a hunter of beasts, are you? Glory be, you know not the value you possess. But more's the pity. The hours of the night are many, and the beasts more than I can count. A veritable hunt unending. Not even death offers solace, and the blood
imbibes you. A most frightful fate. Only... But I'm willing to do you a kindness. Step lightly round to the right of the great cathedral and seek an ancient, shrouded church.
Hey, bud.
The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength. Yes, I'm unquestionably certain. Not even death offers solace. Seek you the ancient, the gift.
The gift of the Godhead will offer me strength.
The hours of them. But the gift.
He's at every door. Wait, is he at the, even at doors that are empty now? Let's go see. I'm a plague-ridden rat. It's like an opposite missionary, where you go knocking at doors and they answer you. Yeah, still no response there. Oh, weird. He's at every door. See, I said I thought any door worked. Technically, I was right. Technically. Technically. Hey, what do you guys want to do next weekend? When we are all together? Hey, Bubby. My Bubby. He's so cute. Ah, okay. That's interesting. So, what shall we do? Puppy Chicken? Is Puppy Chicken gonna be open? It better be as good as you hype it up to be, otherwise I'm gonna be very disappointed. Creatures! Ah! He took Gilbert's window! Aren't you coming on like Thursday? Or Friday, I guess? Are you busy Friday evening too? Stream crashes? Crashes how? In what way? Hello? I said, will you be here Friday? Like, will you be available Friday, or are you gonna be busy? Brain sucker! Weird how there's a brain sucker in Central Yharnam, don't you think? Poor lad. Ah, okay. So, like, the powwow is then, too. Powwow. Powwow. Okay. Are you ready? I found another entrance to Yosefka's clinic, and I got insight for going in. Isn't that spooky and weird? Which way should I go? Brennan, you still here, bud? Or no? Is your interwebs too bad for streams now? What is that? What is that? Hello? It's got a bamboo's head. So this is the door that I normally talk to her from. Did I just grab the Canehurst summons? I did, right? Let's look at that. Canehurst summons. A summons inviting you to Canehurst. An old blood-stained summons inviting an honored guest to the forsaken castle Canehurst. Rather bafflingly, it is addressed to you. Do not hesitate. The stagecoach leaves from Hemwick Crossing. I suck at reading. Well then. Oh, there's another one. What are you doing? Are you eating dirt? Hello? Oh. Hello? Oh. Oh no. It's got a human hand. And the leg looks human too. 'Cause that's definitely not. But that is. Do you think that guy that's crouching down and eating something is the same guy that was crouching down and eating something that I sent here? Then who is the other one? Very mysterious, don't you think? Communion. What do we think? If this guy is the guy that was eating the little kid, then who's the other one? I didn't do it. She said that she was gonna shelter them. Original lady, Yosefka. I can kill them and find out. Shall I kill them or shall I not?
Ah, moonlit scents. How did you worm your way in here? Very unfortunate. I had such high hopes for you. Well, I won't make any excuses. Would you mind leaving us alone? Things need not change. You'll do the rescuing, and I'll do the saving. But if you refuse to leave... Oh well. I've always wanted to try my hand on a hunter.
So, I'll give you guys a moment to think about that. Should I confront her? Which will mean that I fight her. Or should I just let her keep doing it? Yep, that was him. You want me to kill the original Yosefka too? I mean, that's clearly who this one is, don't you think? I don't know how to describe this. If I leave her alone, then I can get one of 4 things that I need 3 of to get a special scene in the game. So if I don't do that, then I have to do another thing that is also unpleasant. Waiting for thoughts. I'm gonna change out of this ugly ass outfit because it's ugly. Yeah, but you can technically do both. The other thing is super thematic. Yeah, I can still let that happen. Because I don't think I need to do anything other than what I've already done. Right? I just can't let, the other lady kill her. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave her. There really isn't, enough benefit, I would say, to merit. Bye. Hey, you get to see my face. I think I just remembered where the poison rune is. Yeah, basically, is it cool? It is only basically cool. Wow, it's already been 2 hours. I guess I'll go get that rune, and then I didn't realize how late it was. I guess I'm not gonna do the lecture hall today. Or do we? I can do that really quickly, I guess. No, I can't. Actually. Because if I leave... I think I can. We'll see how long this takes. Valtr! Valtr is best boy. Meow. Hello, creatures. Okay, I think... Ow. Can you not? Don't take inspo from it. Nobody said you're welcome to do that. Ah! Yep. Okay. I guess I didn't go down far enough. I actually didn't mean to go, like, fall off, so... Brandon, do you want me to call you when I'm done? No. No inspo. Valtr's presence comforts me. And then, maybe... Yeah, for a bit. What does that mean? Oh, it is. It very much is. It very much a thing. Very much. Maybe there's... Because I know that I found that originally by falling down there. Okay. But maybe if I can try to find it from the elevator, maybe? Cobra Jim, I don't want to play today. No, thank you. Not feeling up to it, Cobra Jim. Why the fuck is that what we call him? I really don't know. Okay, so here's where I just fell, I think. Right? I hear the wibbly wobbly noises. That was an interesting noise that he just made. Hello, creatures. Howie. God fucking damn it! This game sucks. It's definitely not me that's bad. It's not. You shouldn't get that idea. I think I'm gonna go to bed early. Early in quotation marks. Oh, thirsty. So, Nana, what do you think of Bloodborne? I'm curious to know. Is it what you expected? Yeah, I am sleepy. Cobra Jim. I really want that rune. Adds 200 poison resistance. I would very much like it. Probably not whatever this is, but you know. I feel like when I went into it, I was expecting a lot more Victorian / Gothic horror, and it's a lot more like Eldritch H.P. Lovecraft style horror. I feel like a lot of people don't say that word right, but you know, I'm included in that, so who cares? Arcane blood gemstone, interesting. Will that guy see me if I approach very slowly? Yes. Owie. Runs away. The wibbly wobbly guys are quite dangerous, in fact. Leave me alone, you creature! God! Ah! God! Oh, that's anti-clockwise metamorphosis. Go figure. That's still a good rune, though. I'm not mad about that. Dang it, I really was hoping it would still be up here, though. Bummer. Well, the lecture hall, I don't think would be too much to do, or at least get to. And then you could see the guy that was in every door. You will hate him, I promise. I think he might be your least favorite character. Because, he happens to be something that you really don't like. Grand Cathedral. Cathedral. No, that sounds like catheter. Would not recommend. Cathedral. Cathedral. Yeah, I can't say it fancy. Cathedral. Oh wow, I am intrigued. Because I said it's something that you hate. Yeah, I can probably get far enough to show you that. I guess I'm in a mood to play Bloodborne today. Cause, like, streaming is a lot of work, it's true. My back kinda hurts. I have to pee a little bit. And it's very hot, sitting in the same place. But, you know. It's fun! I feel like playing Bloodborne. I don't know why I feel like I can't take breaks when I'm streaming. Like, other people take breaks. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. I don't know. I don't know. I heard that thing again. Is there a wandering madness in here? There is a creature. God. Yeah, just checking. Yeah, I'm having fun. If I wasn't having fun, I would have stopped. I might be a bench. But not that kind of bench. I like how he just like hugs you. Like he's like, no. Okay. Ah! Okay. Executioner. Do not like electricity. Hey. 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 God. I'm right here. I'm right in front of you. Yeah, that was stupid. Owie. I'm real dumb. Creature. God. Were those dogs that I saw behind him? Oh no, they're wandering madnesses. Owie! Ah! What am I doing? Not very much. God! Those wandering madnesses really distracted me because I wanted them. When you feel rushed. What a lovely church! This isn't ominous at all. Right? This is the least ominous thing I've seen in my life. The least ominous. Nothing weird here. There's a lovely door over here, though. Should I go to the door? Should I go? Okay, I'll go to the door. Don't worry about it. Let's look at these, let's look at these statues, though, should we? They look very, upset about something. Hey, what's that? What's that? Oh, oh, oh! I've been crushed.
Oh, Amygdala. Oh, Amygdala. Have mercy on the poor bastard.
It's very dark here. Very dark. No. You don't like the amygdala? There's somebody there. Why do I keep doing that? There's somebody here. That's creepy, don't you think?
What a joy it is to behold the divine. It must be such a pleasure. You're in my debt, you know.
I'm in his debt.
Nigh on a beast of the field. But here you are, treading a measure with the gods.
Care to elaborate?
Are your feet as fat as your wits? Oh, cease this dithering. Take the plunge. Throw yourself to the wolves.
You know, he doesn't look quite human to me. What do you think? He doesn't look like a human. The power of Christ compels you. You know what? I hear some weird noises. Does not open from this side. Nothing down there. I could go in. I could. Wait, no. Can I go in here? Oh, I can. What's all this stuff, huh? Got some books and some chemicals. What is? There's eyes. Eyes. Jars of eyes? That's a lot of eyeballs. What is that? More eyeballs. What is this? Well, you don't like the lecture hall? What? Excuse me? Witches? No, the witches are much less educational, don't you think? This is like an actual school. Lecture theater key. A very fancy school. Ooh, student uniform. Student trousers. Student. Uniform of Students of Bergenworth, a bygone institute of learning. This alternative lacks the thick cape. The Healing Church has its roots in Bergenworth, and naturally borrows heavily from its uniform design. The focus is not on knowledge or thought, but on pure pretension would eventually bring Master Willem to despair, if only he knew. They do, but other people like eyes too. 'Cause eyes are sort of a way to gain power. That slug guy didn't bother you at all? I thought you would have loved him. I thought he'd be your favorite. Ooh, an item. Hey! You creature. The eyes are worse. The slug people don't bother you, but the eyeballs do. Understandable. I understand. Let's see. What's here, huh? He was on the ceiling. Red jelly. I got 2 of them. Red jelly. Wow. Stillborn infants born of a creature of unknown origin, of the type found in some corners of the old labyrinth. Eyes are creepy? What about, little fetuses? Is that creepy? Honestly, I probably would have preferred that it be a mimic. Do you hear that? It's a very wet sound. Wakey, wakey, students! Go to detention, please. This guy is me. He's like, what? We're supposed to be fighting? I don't care. That guy is, like, eyeing me down. Hi? Oh, should we just watch him for a minute? That's not nightmare-inducing. Oh, owie. Okay, fine, I'll move. God! This place is good for XP though. This is where I used to go to farm. He wants my butt! He can't have my butt! God. Absolutely not. He may not have it. This butt is reserved. Augur of Abritus. Did not remember that that's where you get that. Did I pass it? No. Augur of Abritus. Remnant of the eldritch truth encountered at Bergenworth. Use phantasms, the invertebrates known to be the augurs of the Great Ones, to partially summon abandoned Abritus. The initial encounter marked the start of an inquiry into the cosmos from within the old labyrinth, and led to the establishment of the choir. We also have Beast Roar, one of the forbidden hunter tools made by Irreverent Izzy. Borrow the strength of the terrible undead dark beasts, if only for a moment, to blast surrounding foes back with the force of a roaring beast. The indescribable sound is broadcast with the caster's own vocal cords, which begs the question, what terrible things lurk deep within the frames of men? Ooh, ominous. Yeah. Okay, I did it. I went through the lecture hall, but I can do one more thing. Just for a little funs. Just a little bit of funs. Why was it forbidden? Because the church didn't really like people to do research on beast stuff. Especially Irreverent Izzy seems to have used beast transformation stuff to become a more powerful hunter. They obviously weren't the most fond of people embracing beasthood. Where'd the door go? Where'd the door go? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Where door? I don't know where is door. Who's this friend? This looks like a friend, huh? Wow. That didn't kill him. That does not bode well for me. What's that up there? What is that? Hmm. No, what do you think that thing up there is? What is that? Maybe we can get a better look from somewhere. Nothing good? Are you sure? I don't know. Looks like it might be a friend. Are you saying that doesn't... Wait. That doesn't look like a friend to you? Isn't that the guy that we were just talking to in the lecture hall? With the white face? He kinda looks... Like a big spider. Don't you think? Big spider? Kinda looks like it. Look at this cute guy. Hi, friend. Hi, little friend. Are you holding a little lantern? What are you doing? Are you sure about that? What if I was a spider this whole time? Would you not love me anymore? Fuck. God. I'm getting gangbanged. God. Oh no, that was a lot of echoes too. Okay, well I think that's where I'm gonna call it for today. I'm very hot and I think I'm gonna take a shower, but thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have fun. I promise I'm not a spider. Not really, anyway. Alright, well, I hope you have a good night and I will stream again soon. I don't know when, but soon. Okay, goodbye forever. Goodbye.